Hey, peace and blessings, everybody. My name is Gerald Hassan, Enlightened Minds Enterprise, your personal healing and social health master life coach and social dynamic expert. And again, the intent and purpose for every video that I produce, as well as my whole objective with Enlightened Minds Enterprise, is to help decrease as much drama, stress, disappointments in your life, while at the same time replacing it and increasing the peace that's in it. So what you're about to view right now is a video I'm going to share with you that an inmate from, I think, a county jail, if I'm correct, it's from a county jail. I can't remember what county it was in, but it's from a county jail, and an inmate had a phone in there, so he was recording what's going on in there and basically giving us a report from the county jail of how this coronavirus is affecting the people that's in lockup. So check it out, and I'll be right back with you.
This nigga was just fine as fuck. You feel me? He can't even breathe. I'm about to show y'all. Hey, I'm about to pull your cover up, Don. Show these motherfuckers. This motherfucker literally in this bitch dying, bro. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, bro. This shit serious as fuck, man. You know? Y'all gotta hit CNN. I don't give a fuck. You know, I ain't trying to die in this bitch. You feel me? I got a little under a year left. These niggas in here dying left and right. Right now, I'm clean. You feel me? I'm what's that shit called? COVID negative right now. You did, but you know, who knows how long this shit left. But I'm about to show y'all this tent shit real quick. This shit about to fuck y'all up. They literally taking dead bodies. They don't think niggas got. Damn, bro. They don't think motherfuckers got phones and shit in here, so you know I can show y'all this shit that's going on. How foul these motherfuckers is. You feel me? Because if I die, they gonna act like this shit, you know, just happened. But they literally like the motherfuckers who ain't sick. Like, look at this motherfucker breathing all hard and shit. This shit fucking crazy. Like the motherfuckers who ain't sick, you know, like me, they just leaving us in this bitch. Then you get sick, then you go, and then they gonna tell your family, damn, I'm pulling off. This bitch coughing. I mean, I didn't call you no bitch, but shit. I'm about to show y'all this tent shit. Hold on. There's a big tent y'all see on the basketball court. That tent right there. They literally putting the dead bodies in that motherfucker. This is what they doing. You feel me? This shit not no game. Y'all think a nigga playing this a tent in the middle of the basketball court. Nah, they got this fucking law. It's called the CARE Act for niggas like me who not sick, right? So they like laughing for real. You feel me? Because I went and talked to them. The CARE Act is for people who not a gang member, not a sexual offender, and not on death row. If you at risk of fucking catching this shit and dying, like 3 people I know already caught this shit and died, they can send you home on home confinement, right? So I went to talk to these motherfuckers to get on home confinement. They not gonna let us on home confinement. Why? Because they gotta make money off of us. Because they not gonna make no money if we at home on home confinement. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in this bitch. You feel me? Now I don't know how long a nigga gonna make it. You feel me? This shit serious. So that's why I'm like, fuck it. They can find out I got the jack. Fuck it. You know, that's what we call the phone. They can find out I got the boy. I don't even give a fuck no more. Because niggas dying. So the nurse came in this bitch today. I talked to this motherfucker. This bitch tell me, motherfucking be prepared, you know, half the unit about to die in this bitch. Like, he literally told me that. They put the tent up, everything. That's why they stacking dead bodies at. This shit is not a game. I ain't on no game, plan, shit, none of this shit. Like, you can see my face. I'm dead ass serious. You know, I got less than a year left. I don't want to die in this bitch. You feel me? I don't mean to cuss enough. So, like, whatever y'all motherfuckers got to do, do it. Damn, Sam, what up? Tell Valerie I said I'm trying to make it. Y'all might not see me again. I might catch this shit and die. So, you know, pray. Whatever y'all got to do. Whoever y'all pray to, pray.
Now, so as you see, looks pretty critical. You know, I had watched the video a few times. I've seen it. A friend of mine, Natasha had shared it with me on Instagram, and I had viewed it a few times. And I seen other people kind of share it. They had like different versions of the reason why I'm even saying all that. But for some reason, the first time I seen it, I couldn't really see the guy that was laying down. I couldn't even really hear him breathing like I heard on that time. And man, you know, I can just only imagine. You know, sometimes it's hard for us to imagine a reality that we've never experienced. But I can only imagine not being able to breathe and being in a situation where no one really, it's really very little a person can do about it. You know what I'm saying? And just with that being said, before I even go any further, that's why it's really so important that we do all we can do, whether it be in pertaining to our health, pertaining to our well-being, like on a financial level, our freedom, you know, all that. You know, it's why it's always best to do what we can do to make sure we're not put in certain circumstances or predicaments. So what I want to say now with this video, because this is the thing that it made me think about, why it's definitely very unfortunate, right? It's very unfortunate that anybody who's locked up is locked up during times like this, right? And I'm telling you, I've been locked up a number of times. And I'm just blessed. And definitely grateful to be in a better place and position with myself and my thinking, in my reality and my perspective and all that today, to even be able to sit with you right now and talk to you in the way that I'm talking to you, because there was a time where I couldn't even talk with complete sentences, period. And it was because of just my, I think, lack of education, as well as my highs, the drugs of choices. I used to smoke fry a lot, so I used to be like, I could barely talk at one time. So I'm very, very grateful to be where I'm at and to be manifesting my purpose in front of you right now today. So with that being said, one of the things that I really have to emphasize to my brothers, my sisters, black, brown, and whoever else has chosen to listen and listen with a desire to receive, is that, man, this is why you cannot put yourself in certain predicaments. You have to think beyond the present moment. I don't care what it is. You have to think beyond the present moment and be able to see the possibilities of results that may come from certain choices that you may make right now today. And you have to ask yourself, are you okay with some of those possibilities? And if you are okay with those possibilities, when you find yourself in certain predicaments, certain unfortunate situations, then you have to just ride it out like you was riding it out when you made the choice that got you there. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying this being heartless or insensitive of anyone that's incarcerated, but what I'm saying is this here. This is why you don't want to be in that situation. That's my whole point. This is why you don't want to be in certain situations, and you cannot run through life aimlessly without purpose. And what I'm saying, you cannot run through life feeling like you're supposed to be able to just enjoy and have happy times and go through life having fun. Here's one thing I want you to understand about fun. And because there's certain types of fun. Some people really get fun out of learning stuff. Some people have fun out of getting more educated. Out of finding out things that are conducive to their life being better that they didn't know. Some people actually get enjoyment out of that. And you see, that's okay kind of fun. Because you know what? You don't really get so much lost into time so much. And even when you do, because I think you do kind of get lost a little bit, when you enjoy what you do. Like when I'm doing what I do with Light Minds Enterprise, time is not a factor for me. But here's the thing. Everything that you're doing in that time is like productive and conducive and it's beneficial to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's not lost time. Like me going to a football game or me, whatever, a bunch of different things. Anything that you just want to lollygag about and laugh and joke about. Honestly, even playing ball all day, whatever it is. It might be beneficial in physically in some kind of way, but beyond that, like, what else could you do with that? You know what I'm saying? Here's my point. I know some people will tear all that apart and be like, well, you can get healthy off of that. You can be, it's a benefit. Like, here's the thing. There is benefit in everything you do. There is benefit. The Holy Quran says this here about sport and play. He say in it is some benefit. But this paraphrase, but the burden basically outweighs the benefit, or the sin, or the evil, or the downside of it outweighs the benefit. So that's my point. There's benefit to almost everything you do in some kind of form, way, or fashion. But sleeping is a benefit. But if you put sleeping versus the getting up, being productive, this, that, and other, it can be counterproductive as well. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So anyway. With that, because I don't want to make this a long video, but understand this here, man. We have to think beyond the present moment. Allah also said in the Quran that Satan will tempt you. He will threaten you basically with the fear of poverty, not with poverty per se, with the possibility of poverty, with the fear of you becoming, you not having something that you have, the fear of loss, the fear of you losing things that you value. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the fear of you not having certain things will cause you to do something drastic, will make you desperate. And you think about it, most people that are in prison, or most people that are in situations that are against their betterment, detrimental situations that are against their well-being, compromising situations, I don't care, what it is, whatever one you want to choose. I'm saying people find themselves in those kind of situations doing things doing things out of desperation. Doing things out of fear of not being able to fulfill or meet an obligation. You know what I'm talking about? But see, if you really care to to make sure you're not in certain situations, you won't wait till last minute, or we'll stop drinking, we'll stop smoking, we'll stop going to the club, we'll stop going out eating all the time, we'll stop doing a whole bunch of things that could lessen subtraction from your account. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to find the words for that. But you know, you'll find a number of things. You can find a whole bunch of things that could lighten up the withdrawal from your financial account, your bank account. You know, and so anyway, everybody, you know, for the most part, is in prison behind some desperate act. You know, and here's the other thing. You see, some people never killing people, right? Because they don't not let go, right? They get desperate. They get frustrated. They get upset, whatever. You know, that's not to say it's some people that ain't that's not in there for. I went in there for well, let me not say that, but I was found guilty in an illegal way. However, I was guilty. You see, sometimes we get that kind of stuff twisted up. Just because I might not be guilty for what they have said I done or what they locked me up for, it don't mean I'm not guilty of some shit. I done a bunch of stuff. So sometimes we gotta start playing with ourselves like that too, because you see, sometimes it's just it's time to pay your dues. You know, sometimes it's time to we say pay the piper or however they go, but it's time to pay your dues. You know what I'm saying? So anyway. Again, with this situation, man, we have to start thinking, and we can't put ourselves in certain situations because when we're in certain situations, we can't look for people to kill, and we can't look for people who already have burdens, like in the free world or whatever, to carry on. Sometimes that burden, to carry on the burden of your burden because you're in a situation you shouldn't be in. You understand what I'm saying? I'm saying for individuals that's locked up or whatever, and that's selfish, man. When we do things and we put our burdens on other people because we chose to be selfish and irresponsible, while everybody else being responsible and unselfish. You understand what I'm saying? So anyway, I've talked long enough, and I really kind of hope I made a point with that and you understand. But man, just stop putting yourself in compromising situations. That's how you keep yourself in a position where you can kind of fiend for yourself and stand for yourself. Because like that brother said, he only got like a year to go. I know a brother that made parole and was going to go home in less than 30 days and died. Done 15, 20 years. And here they got 30 days to go home and they die. I mean, that happens sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So let's not put ourselves in a situation we don't want to we don't want to be in. That's the lesson learned from that.